Hi students, welcome to the next video in Model 5. In this video we are going to see the first topic as inner classes. As we know that inner classes is one of the popularly known concept. So if you are defining one class inside another class, that is called as inner classes. What is new in Java means it provides some anonymous inner classes that reduces the overheads in the programming. So in this first concept we are going to see about inner classes. The next we are going to start the very important feature of Java is called as swings. So Java swing is the next concept that we are going to see in this model 5 video. Let us go to the topic inner classes. Inner classes is a class defined within another class or within an expression. So in order to understand the benefits of inner classes, let us have one example program. It is written with a one applet code. So what are the packages which are required for implementing these concepts are applet. That's what import java.applet.star is important. Then to perform the events, we need to have java.awt.event package. These two packages are imported. Then we can go for the class name. So here the class name is inner class demo, which extends the applet. Whenever the applet is going to be initiated, that mouse listener is added with its adapter classes. So now the adapter class is going to be perform. So my mouse adapter extends mouse adapter. Whenever the mouse pressed event is happening, it will show the status as mouse pressed. So this is what one of the example of an inner classes. When this anonymous inner classes are invoked, it will facilitate the writing of event handlers. So it will have the feature of writing proper event handler. So what is the message we are passing in the previous example is mouse pressed. So that will be considered as status. So what we can do is we can do the mouse pressed message as a status bar of the applet viewer whenever the mouse is pressed. So this is called as anonymous inner class. So this code has been written with the applet with a width of 200 and height 100. Whenever the applet is initiated, we need to add the listener of mouse listener. So in that mouse, when the mouse is pressed, it will show the status of mouse pressed. So this has been done within the classes. Within the add mouse listener itself, the inner class is written, the corresponding method is written, it is finally closed. So this concept is called as the inner classes. I hope so this inner classes concepts are easy. Next we can move on to the next very important big topic called as swing. Swing is one of the major part of a Java, which is called as Java foundation classes. It is mainly used for providing window based applications. So mainly it is built on the top of AWT. AWT is nothing but abstract windowing toolkit. So this but some differences between the AWT and Java. Java Swing. The Swing provides the lightweight component, and Java unlike AWT, Java Swing provides the platform independent also. So what are the two important features which are provided by Java Swing with AWT means Java Swing provides the first feature as Java independent feature and lightweight components. There are some differences between the AWT with the Java Swing. We will see AWT components are mainly platform dependent, but it is not dependent on the platform. And AWT components are called as a heavyweight, and here Swing components are lightweight. And AWT will not be providing and supporting the pluggable look and feel. Look and feel is one of the major feature provided by the Java, and Swing Pro supports the pluggable look and feel, and AWT provides very less components than the Swing, but it provides more powerful components. And AWT will not follow the model view controller, but Swing follows the model view controller, that is called as MVC. So this is the one general example of showing the hierarchy of Java Swing classes. We know that it's always start with the base class of object component. In the component container J component. So the remaining these are called as AWT component. From the component, whatever we named in the prefix of J, no, J will be considered as the swing components. So what are the swing components present here means it starts from the J component superclass to J label, J list, J table, J combo box, J slider, J menu, abstract button, J button. So these are all the specific components which are provided in the swing part. So that's what Java Swing is more providing the more powerful components. And what are the two important features which are provided by the Java Swing means there are two very important. One is Java components are lightweight and Java provides the pluggable look and feel. Why we are telling it is a lightweight means many of the Java Swing components are like it is as since it is like a platform independent, those components are very transparent and which enables the non-rectangular shapes, so that we can we can make all the properties of that components. In that way, that components will be more efficient and more flexible to work, and it will not translate into the native pairs. So that's what it provides the look and feel. So what is the second feature means pluggable look and feel. It is named as PLAF. PLAF is nothing but pluggable look and feel. So since Java components is rendered by a Java code than the native pairs, it provides the look and feel component of a look and feel of a one end users. So that's what it is called as a pluggable look and feel. I hope so this video is useful for you and understandable. I will catch you in the next video about next topic. Thank you.